Hey there, welcome to our channel, where we're about to unlock the intriguing world of security and protection. We've got a list of the 5 most heavily guarded billionaires, and trust me, the stories behind them are more captivating than you'd ever imagine. But before we dive into these high-stakes tales, do us a favor, smash that subscribe button and make sure to ring that notification bell. Why? Because what's coming up is something you won't want to miss. Here at Wealthbound, we are your ultimate destination for all things opulent and lavish. Whether you're an aspiring, affluent individual looking for inspiration, or simply someone who's endlessly fascinated by the finer things in life, Wealthbound is here to elevate your senses and transport you to a world where luxury knows no bounds. Let's kick things off at number 5, with none other than the head of the British monarchy, Queen Elizabeth II. You might think the Queen's security is all about fancy hats and stoic poker faces, but there's a lot more beneath the surface. From the iconic Queen's Guard with their elaborate marching spectacles to the elite Royal Protection Squad, her safety is a well-oiled machine. Stick around to discover the surprising facts about how they keep Her Majesty safe. Queen Elizabeth II's security forces are nothing short of impressive. They may be famous for their stoic appearances, but don't underestimate their capabilities. The Queen's Guard, with their tall hats and elaborate marching, might seem like a tourist attraction, but they are trained professionals. They're known for their unflinching poker faces during guard duty, but make no mistake, they are fully capable of taking action when needed. Then there's the security personnel at Buckingham Palace. They may not have the same iconic uniforms as the Queen's Guard, but they are no less dedicated to their duty. In fact, they have been known to take extreme measures to protect the Queen, including nearly shooting her during one of her late-night strolls. Stepping into the number 4 spot, we're entering the high-stakes world of Jeff Bezos, the world's richest man. When you're worth around $200 billion, there's a whole new set of safety concerns to consider. Kidnappings, threats, and even international tensions can be lurking around the corner. Find out how Bezos invests in security, from personal bodyguards to state-of-the-art measures, all to ensure the safety of not just himself but also his loved ones. Jeff Bezos, the mastermind behind Amazon and one of the richest people on the planet, faces a unique set of security challenges. With a net worth that surpasses the GDP of many countries, it's no wonder he invests heavily in personal protection. Bezos doesn't just have personal bodyguards, he has an entire security apparatus at his disposal. His net worth, hovering around the $200 billion mark, requires him to take extraordinary precautions. These safety measures aren't just for his own well-being, but also for the protection of his family, friends, and close colleagues. The threats he faces are not limited to monetary concerns. Kidnappers might target him or his loved ones for ransom. Moreover, the intense scrutiny and occasional animosity directed at Bezos can't be ignored. For instance, he faced significant backlash from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia after the Washington Post, which he owns, published stories related to the controversial death of Jamal Khashoggi. Though Bezos himself doesn't oversee the newspaper's content, the Saudis didn't hesitate to retaliate. Gavin de Becker, Bezos' chief of security, discovered that the Saudis were responsible for hacking Bezos' phone and sending his private information to the National Enquirer. Being under the attack of an entire nation is no small matter, and it certainly means that Bezos requires top-notch security. He relies on Gavin de Becker and associates for his personal protection. Bezos' trust in the security that de Becker's company provides is evident, as he even wrote a blank check to discover who was behind the hacking of his cell phone. Intriguingly, Bezos' security measures even extend to his public appearances. When he had a cameo in the movie Star Trek Beyond, actor Chris Pine, one of the stars of the film, recalled that Bezos arrived with 9 bodyguards and 3 limousines. It was an intense show of protection, highlighting the lengths he goes to ensure his safety. As we're peeling back the layers of these billionaires' extraordinary security, here's your call to action. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever wondered about the lives of the world's wealthiest individuals and the protection they require? Tell us and let's spark a conversation right here. Plus, remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and give us a thumbs up to keep these intriguing videos coming your way. Your engagement means the world to us, and we'll see you back in just a moment to reveal more secrets. Now at number 3, we're diving into the thrilling saga of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, a notorious drug lord. The lengths taken to keep this escape artist under control are mind-boggling. Imagine changing cells every night, food-tasting dogs, and a life behind bars that's anything but ordinary. But the question that lingers, can this mastermind pull off another escape? Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, the infamous drug lord from the Sinaloa cartel, is no stranger to high-stakes prison escapes. He has been arrested multiple times, and each time he managed to slip away from captivity. However, his luck took a turn when he was rearrested in 2016 and subsequently extradited to the United States. He now resides in the high-security 10 South prison in Manhattan, New York. El Chapo's life behind bars is like no other. He's under constant surveillance, with armed guards watching over him 24 hours a day, but it doesn't stop there. Even the guards are watched by other guards. El Chapo's cell changes every night, adding an extra layer of complexity to any escape plan. To ensure his food isn't poisoned, it's first tasted by dogs. His conditions in the 10 South prison are far from luxurious. He spends 23 hours a day locked in his cell, with the only exceptions being lawyer visits and court appearances. He's denied any outside contact with his family and the media. It's an existence that has turned El Chapo into an advocate for prison reform. Our number 2 spot. Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, has a security budget that's breaking records, with over $20 million spent annually on security, including a personal army of bodyguards. Zuckerberg's life is under constant protection. This unprecedented level of security spending is driven by the critical need to safeguard both his personal life and the data treasure trove that is Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, knows the value of privacy better than most. While his platform has faced its share of privacy concerns, Zuckerberg has been allocating a substantial security budget since 2015. Each year, he sets aside over $20 million to ensure his safety and the security of Facebook's immense data. A significant portion of that budget, roughly $7.3 million, is dedicated to his own personal bodyguards. They're often referred to as the Zuckerberg Secret Police. Rumors suggest that this detail comprises a team of 16 full-time guards who work in shifts around the clock. This level of spending on security is unprecedented for the CEO of a large corporation. To put it into perspective, a decade ago, tech executive Larry Ellison of Oracle held the record with reported security expenses of $1.8 million. The world of high-tech and social media comes with its fair share of controversies and challenges, and Zuckerberg seems to prioritize keeping his personal life out of the spotlight. In the past year, Facebook has shelled out over $23 million to provide security for Zuckerberg. The company explicitly states that this expense covers costs related to personal security for him at his residences and during personal travel, including the annual costs of security personnel for his protection and the procurement, installation, and maintenance of certain security measures for his residences. And at the number 1 spot, we're about to uncover the enigmatic world of Russian President Vladimir Putin. His security apparatus is shrouded in secrecy, making it hard to fathom the full extent of his protection. From a personality cult to controversial politics, Putin's life is a constant whirlwind of attention and threats. Discover how his protection is unlike anything you've ever seen. Vladimir Putin, the enigmatic and controversial leader of Russia, has a security detail that operates under a shroud of secrecy. The Federal Protective Service, FPS, is tasked with safeguarding Putin, the Prime Minister of Russia, and their respective families and residences. It's a role that traces its origins back to the 9th Chief Directorate of the KGB during the days of the Soviet Union. The operations and inner workings of the FPS are closely guarded secrets, with no public data available about their activities. This level of secrecy makes it challenging to ascertain the full extent of their role in protecting Putin and other high-ranking officials. Vladimir Putin has been at the center of international attention since his rise to power. He has cultivated a personality cult around himself, making him an internet icon and a polarizing figure. His leadership is marked by political and financial controversies that have resulted in protests, threats, and even assassination attempts. This turbulent environment necessitates a unique approach to his security. If these stories have you on the edge of your seat, make sure to explore more of our captivating content on the channel. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be here waiting for you in the next thrilling video. Here at Wealthbound, we are your ultimate destination for all things opulent and lavish. Whether you're an aspiring affluent individual looking for inspiration or simply someone who's endlessly fascinated by the finer things in life, Wealthbound is here to elevate your senses and transport you to a world where luxury knows no bounds.